It starts with a flash. A massive asteroid strikes the Pacific Ocean. The impact vaporizes trillions of tons of water instantly. A shockwave circles the planet in hours. But the real damage comes next. Dust and ash fill the atmosphere. The sun disappears behind a gray veil. Temperatures plummet within days. Then the volcanoes wake up. Dozens erupt simultaneously across the ring of fire. Sulfur dioxide floods the sky. The air becomes toxic to breathe. Within a month, the surface is unrecognizable. Ash falls like snow everywhere. Visibility drops to meters. Breathing without a mask means death. Cities evacuate underground. But there is a problem. Food cannot grow without sunlight. Water sources are contaminated. Underground shelters were never meant for billions. Scientists present an alternative, one that sounds impossible. Move humanity underwater, into the oceans. You think they are joking, but the data is clear. The ocean remains stable, temperature controlled, pressure manageable with engineering, and most importantly, life still thrives down there. The question is no longer if we should go. The question is, can we survive down there? The first underwater city is built in 6 months. A massive dome anchored to the seafloor. Transparent walls made of reinforced composite. Strong enough to hold back millions of tons of water. It sits 100 meters below the surface. Deep enough to avoid surface chaos. Shallow enough for sunlight to penetrate. 10,000 volunteers descend. Engineers, biologists, doctors, farmers. People willing to risk everything. Because staying on the surface is not an option. You watch the descent on your screen. The submarine lowers slowly, through murky gray water near the surface. Then suddenly, clarity. The water is clean down here. The ash has not reached this depth. Light filters down in shafts. Fish swim past the submarine windows. The submarine docks at the dome entrance. Airlocks cycle. Pressure equalizes. The volunteers step inside. And for the first time in months, they breathe clean air. Inside a bubble, 100 meters underwater, surrounded by the ocean. The dome interior looks almost normal. Prefabricated buildings arranged in a grid. Streets, parks, even trees under artificial light. But the ceiling is transparent, and through it, you see water. Dark blue pressing down from all sides. Construction continues day and night. More domes are built nearby, connected by transparent tunnels. Each dome serves a purpose: residential, agricultural, industrial, medical. The agricultural dome is crucial. Rows of hydroponic towers stretch upward. LED lights mimic sunlight. Plants grow faster here than they ever did on the surface. No seasons, no weather, just controlled growth. Power comes from the ocean itself. Thermal vents provide geothermal energy. Ocean currents drive turbines. Solar panels float on the surface, still functional in some areas. Energy is abundant. Water is not a problem. Desalination plants operate continuously. The ocean provides infinite supply. Every drop is filtered, purified, and recycled. Oxygen is extracted from the water through electrolysis, the same process that powers submarines, scaled up 1,000 times. Breathable air flows through every dome. Within a year, 100,000 people live underwater. They adapt faster than anyone expected, because they have to. There is nowhere else to go. Your life underwater is strange at first. You wake up to sunlight filtering through water. Everything has a blue-green tint. Shadows move differently here. You walk to work through a transparent tunnel. Fish swim overhead. A school of tuna passes by like a cloud. A sea turtle glides past, unconcerned. Children are born who never see the surface. To them, this is normal. The ocean is not alien. It is home. Schools teach underwater survival from age 5. How to use emergency breathing apparatus. How to recognize pressure changes. How to evacuate through airlocks in 30 seconds. Because living underwater is not safe. It is survival. And survival requires constant vigilance. Food is different now. 80% of your diet is seafood and kelp. Massive kelp farms stretch for kilometers. Genetically enhanced to grow faster and larger. Algae supplements provide nutrients. Fruit and vegetables come from hydroponic towers. Nothing tastes quite like it used to, but it keeps you alive. Transportation is entirely submarine-based. Personal subs for short trips between domes. Larger transport subs for longer journeys. No roads, no cars, just water and propulsion. At night, the domes glow. Bioluminescent organisms are cultivated on the exterior. They provide soft, living light. But life underwater is fragile. A single crack in a dome wall is catastrophic. Water pressure at 100 meters is immense, 10 times atmospheric pressure. A breach means instant flooding. Emergency drills happen weekly. Alarms blare. You have 60 seconds to reach an airlock, 60 seconds to seal yourself in a safe zone. Because if the dome fails, drowning is not the worst part. Rapid decompression crushes you first. Maintenance crews work around the clock, inspecting every weld, every seal, every window. One failure kills thousands. Then there are the biological threats. The ocean is not empty. Sharks investigate the domes. Great whites, tigers, bulls. They do not attack, but they remind you, this is their world. You are the visitor. Pressure sickness affects some people, even inside controlled environments. The human body was not designed for this. Nitrogen narcosis, joint pain, chronic fatigue. Some people cannot adapt psychologically. The weight of the water above, the knowledge that you cannot just walk outside. Claustrophobia becomes epidemic. Suicide rates rise, but most people endure because the alternative is worse. The surface is still uninhabitable. Atmospheric models show no recovery for decades, maybe centuries. After 5 years, humanity goes deeper. New cities are built at 300 meters, then 500, then 1,000. The deeper you go, the darker it becomes. Sunlight no longer reaches these depths. Artificial light becomes everything. Cities glow in the abyss like stars. Pressure at 1,000 meters is crushing. 100 times atmospheric pressure. Humans begin to change. Generations born underwater develop differently. Lung capacity increases. Bone density adapts to higher pressure. Eyes adjust to low light conditions. Children born at depth cannot return to the surface. Their bodies acclimate to the pressure. Ascending would kill them. They are permanently aquatic humans. Some call them Homo aquaticus, a new branch of humanity. Occasionally, expeditions return to the surface. In reinforced suits, breathing filtered air, they document what remains. The surface is a wasteland. Ash covers everything in gray powder. Cities stand empty, frozen in time. Streets lined with abandoned cars. Windows shattered by pressure changes. The sky is still dark. The sun a dim smudge through endless clouds. Temperature hovers around freezing. Nothing grows, nothing moves. It is a dead world. Most people stop thinking about the surface. It is history now, a place their grandparents lived. But not home. Home is underwater. So could humanity survive if the surface became uninhabitable? The answer is yes. Not easily, not without loss, but yes. We would descend. We would adapt. We would build cities in the depths. We would become creatures of the ocean. And generations from now, when someone asks what it was like on the surface, the answer will be simple. I do not know. I was born here, in the water, under the waves, and this is home. If these scenarios make you think about human adaptability and resilience, consider subscribing. We explore extreme survival situations to appreciate what we have now, because right now, you can walk outside, you can breathe the air, you can feel the sun. Do not take it for granted. Until the next journey.